more on the legal implications of all this. Fox senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, you're listening to this. We're shaking our heads going, how much, this is almost textbook quid pro quo.
Right. If it weren't so tragic, it would almost be laughable that the right hand permits the left hand to engage in this. What we have here, not only from Tom's work, and by the way, he's a single-handed, dedicated person who exposed all this by filing these Freedom of Information Act lawsuits. What we see here is a regular, consistent pattern of foreign governments, foreign entities, and foreign persons coming to the Clinton State Department and asking for favors. Favors she is lawfully allowed to give, an exemption from this rule, permission to do that, the opportunity to purchase this. And then after the favor is issued, formally using the formal power that the federal law gives to the Secretary of State, huge contributions are made to the Clinton Foundation, and in some cases, huge speaking fees to Bill Clinton himself, by huge, $750,000, $500,000 to former President Bill Clinton, the husband of the Secretary of State, for a 35-minute speech.
Let me tie that up even further. These things happened after 2009.
Right.
Bill Clinton has not been president for 9 years at that point.
Right.
Yet his speaking fee went from $100,000 to $200,000 up to $500,000 and above 9 years after he left. But it happens to coincide with Hillary Clinton's time, 11 of the 13,
of course,
during her time as State Department.
Because he's not only producing a speech, he's producing some exemption from American federal regulation or some opportunity in America for these people that are hosting the speech that only his wife can give. Eric, in my view, this is an easier case for the FBI to prove than the email case was. It's easier for the public to understand. It's easier for a jury to understand.
It's circumstantial at this point, Judge, though. I mean, you and I have this idea that, yes, his fee went up double and triple during her time, but is there a smoking gun?
If the DOJ were serious about this, they would indict some of the people who got these favors, and those people would spill the beans on what their negotiations were with Bill and his people and what their negotiations were with Hillary and her people. This is a very, very serious allegation of public corruption. On top of that, the more of these emails that come out, the more of these emails that she swore under oath 3 times that she surrendered, the more opportunity there is for a future Justice Department to prosecute her for perjury. We know of at least 3 so far. 3 swearings under oath, everything was surrendered. Every day, more things show up that she never surrendered.
Right. Judge, you said something that's jogged my memory. You said the DOJ should open up an investigation. They should indict some of these people. Now, we just went through the DOJ saying they weren't going to indict Hillary because the FBI said the recommendation was not to. Is this going to be another James Comey, we did an investigation, we'll turn it over to you, DOJ, and Loretta Lynch saying, we're not going to indict?
I'm sorry to say that I fear that. 2 months ago, I did not fear it, because Jim Comey 2 months ago had that stellar, superb, lifelong reputation as a straight shooter, and I'm sorry to tell you, there he is on the screen. I'm sorry to tell you, Eric, this is not new, and I'm not the only one saying this, he no longer has that reputation.
Why is that? There are a lot of good FBI agents working on these cases.
There are great FBI agents. These are the people in the field. They are very unhappy with the decisions of the Justice Department, their bosses, or of Director Comey, their ultimate boss, not to bring this information to a grand jury.
And so he takes the information, says, did a lot of work. I probably have enough here to recommend an indictment by the DOJ, and chooses somehow not to. What's the motivation there?
To elect Hillary Clinton president. Not on Jim Comey's part, but on the part of the higher-ups in the DOJ. Look, this meeting with Bill Clinton and Loretta Lynch at the Phoenix airport...
Why Comey, though? What happened to Jim Comey? Everyone loved James Comey.
Correct.
Everyone said he's, like you just said, he's an honest, straightforward, great lawmaker. He's the top cop in the FBI. What's going on?
I am as frustrated with you as you, not with you, forgive me. I'm as frustrated as you are, Eric, trying to figure out what happened, and I don't know. We may not know until the history of these times is written.
No, Judge, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.